Okay, so I think, yeah, we are live and welcome back to our last day for HTML CSS. And today we are basically going to do the project work, no? Like real stuff. And we are basically going to clone the Let's Upgrade website. So we'll just have a look at how Let's Upgrade website is looking, and just we are going to clone that for you. So I'm just going to open the Let's Upgrade website for that. Let's just go through the chat first. So you open it. Let me open the edge. So I'm just going through the chat first of all. So I need to open my chat first of all. So this is the YouTube link, I think. Hopefully my laptop is not going to die today because I do a lot of stuff. Okay, heavy processings. And let's just open the Let's Upgrade website as well. Let's upgrade and let's Google it. So this is the website. So this is basically we are going to create today, like the first page, and we will try to recreate this as much as we can. So this is going to be our goal. So let's see if like, it's my first time not doing this. So I haven't done this before. So it's also my first attempt to recreate this page, and we will also focus on like do's and don'ts, how we can basically create a real project. So that's all we are going to cover here. So it's not like that we are just going to copy paste all the stuff from here. So, by the way, we are not going to do copy paste at all. How are you? I'm fine. Okay, that's great. So now, let's just start doing our work. So this is how web page is looking. So first of all, we need to have this font. So this font. So I think this font is Roboto. So like I have good knowledge of fonts. So just by looking at it, I can see that it's Roboto font. So how you can, so what is a font now? So if I'll just write something here. So let me just put, let's say H1 and another H1 here. And if you will write something, so it's just going to fall back to the default one. I think that's Arial font that Windows use. Chrome, I think it's Roboto. Let's see. So if I'll just write, let's say hello here, if I'll save it, and let's just go live first of all. So we can see like what is the result and all. So we can basically change our font. So it's a very basic HTML layout with some meta text. You can just remove them. It's not necessary. But I'm just going to put them here just for fun. And how to create a basic layout, just copy paste this all. So like everything is same. I have just added some extra stuff. Okay, so here we are. So this is a font, and I think this is also, yes, it's Segio UI Historic. So this is the default font, and I don't want to use this one. I just want to use the Roboto, like the font that we have seen here. So let's just open LetsUpgrade.in, and how you can use customized font in your web page. So we are going to cover that as well. First of all, let me just link my CSS. So link href here and style.css, and let's just mention the relation to style sheet and save it. So, and let's just go over here. So first thing I want to, like, I just want to remove all the unnecessary margin and padding. Now we did this thing yesterday as well. So I don't want to have that unnecessary margin and padding. So I'm just going to write here, let's say margin 0, padding 0 as well, because I don't want that default padding to be there. It's going to like spoil everything. So I don't want that as well. And box model to border box, because I just box sizing to border box, because I don't want my padding and margin to increase the size and the width of the font. So it should be fixed. So we covered this yesterday. And let's see what we are getting here. So it's just going to remove all the unnecessary margins and padding. And let's just put this thing here and our code here. So we are going to work from here, and we will see our output like right here, like in the right side. Okay, and let's say create website is still getting opened here. I don't know why, like maybe it's Chrome problem. Yeah, so it is. So this is what we are going to make. So first of all, always the first step you always do is to break your like UI into smaller pieces. So if you look closely here, So we have our center section, yeah, this section, and a nav bar. So we have our this section, so like this one, and also then we have this section. So this, the top one is the navigation bar. So we are just going to cover that after sometimes. Let's just target to create this section first, and let's just see what are the colors they have been using. So the colors, I think, pick a color picker, and I think this is the white. It's pitch black and it's pitch white. Just give it a right click and inspect element, and you can always see what are the colors. So you can just click anywhere, just right click and go to the inspect element, and you can basically have a look at on your website like how it's looking. So I just want to see the colors and also what are the colors they are using. I don't know why my extension is not working to this one. So it should have given me a color. So I just want to get the color, has access to this side, pick a color picker, and it should have like have given me the color for this website, but it's not for any reason. So I'm just resample the last location. Okay, so it's working now. So I think this color is like pure white. So this one is a pure white color. So yeah, so like you can just, I just want to make an exact clone, so that's why I'm just picking up the exact colors. So let's just create this center part first of all, like this one. So let's just do it like real quick, and we are just going to learn a lot of stuff while doing this. So let's just open our web page, and first thing I just want to have a, so let's just put some content on our page first of all. So I'm just going to create a division here. So a division, you could have used the semantic tags. If anybody knows our semantic tags, they can use it. But right now, as we haven't covered that semantic tags, so we are not going to use them here. So this is the first division, and it's going to be our hero section. So the first section you see on your website, we always call them hero section. Hero. So it's going to be our hero. And inside this, I just want to have another division. So like div here, one more time. And my laptop is like lagging a lot. I don't know, I like it's on the battery. Maybe it's because of the weather, like it's too hot here right now. And a one more division here. So just give me a second, I have to fix that because it's lagging a lot and it's not even possible to work with this much of lag here. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I have changed a few settings, so it's gonna be little faster now. So actually, because of the camera and also it's taking a lot of processing, so that was the issue there. So I won't be able to see your chat for a while. So let me just drop a message here. Uh, okay. So here we just want to have that content. So we are just going to see what was the content here. So why don't we just put these strings side by side? So it will be easier for us to see what we have to write here. So inside this section, let's just write this thing. So we make our future first of all. So this is actually going to be our content. So hero section is just like this whole thing. So this whole thing here. So this is going to be our hero section. Yeah. And after that, what this is the content that we want to see, like we want to make visible on our screen. So I'm just going to give it a class or ID of the content. So content, like you can just go with any name. I'm just going with content for now, so it will be easier for us to grab it. And let's have a h1 here, and h1, and let's just write this thing here. So let's make the future developers, and I'm just going to put this thing here, like copy paste, and let's have this rocket sign as well. So rocket, so this one, and now all we have to do is a quick save, and let's see what we are getting. So localhost 3000, and open this. So I think it's 5500, localhost 5500. And so we have this thing here. But now, first of all, see, font is not looking same. So fonts are different here. So let me just tell you how you can use the fonts on your website. So just type Google fonts. So Google basically gives you all the fonts available here. So I'm just going to go just visit this website. It's very straightforward. Just visit the Google Fonts website, and here, and just look for the font that you want to use. So as I told you, like this one is Roboto. So just look for Roboto. It's the first one here. So just click here. So just select the Roboto, and just go down and select all of these values. So you will get this select, select, select. So these are the variants of this font, like thick, italic, and all. So I just want to have all of the possible variations of this font. So I'm just going to select all of these things. And after that, you're just going to get this link here. So just copy this whole link from here to here, and copy this thing, and just put this link at the very top of your website. So you can just put your inside the head tag. Inside the head, I'm just going to put this thing here, and just save it. Okay, so now this font is available for our website. So I'm just going to target the title. So let's just give this ID of title as well. So ID title here, save it, and I'm just going to grab that thing by the ID of title title, and font family. So font family, and the name of the font is Roboto. So Roboto. So, and you will be able to use that font right now because you basically have imported that font. So from the Google, so you can use it. Yeah, like there are so many ways, but this one is the best. So this is the best way to use the font. So save it, and let's see if it's updated. And okay, see, the fonts are changed, and now they are basically almost same. Okay, they are same. So now let's just target each stuff one by one, and let's just try to make the clone here. So I'm just going to put this thing here, and next thing, I just want to grab our hero section. So I'm just going to grab the hero section by the ID hero here. I don't know why it's lagging a lot today. And I just want to give it a height and width. And first thing we do now, always have a background color for the thing that you are actually trying to create now. So it will be easier for us to see. So I'm just going to give it a background color, and let's just go with the background color of, you can just go with anyone. So I'm just going to go with, let's say, this one. So it will be easier for us to see that what we are actually targeting right now. So we are targeting this section here. I'm just going to give it a height of 100 VH. What this 100 VH means, that give this particular thing a height of complete screen. So 100 VH, yeah. So view put height, save it. Now it's gonna have the like complete height of a screen, like 100 VH. Yeah, and width also, like you can basically skip the width. I'm just going to give it a width of 100%. By default, it was 100%, but just to make sure, I'm just going to mention it that here as well. And after that, I just want to make it display flex violet. I'm just going to show you like display flex. Okay. And after that, I'm just going to use justify content center and align item center. So that I can just make this be make future developers in the center. I just want that thing to be in the center. So his center here, like on the main axis, and center here. So it will be in the center of our complete page. So that particular hero section basically had the title inside of it. So now it's in the center. We did this yesterday. So if you have any doubts related to that, you can just rewatch yesterday's video. Now it is in the center. And I just want to increase the font size as well. So let's see what is the font size they have used here. So like this font size is so huge now. So right click and let's see what is the font size. I think it's 30 to 40, 30. I think it's 50. Let's take a guess. So right click here, inspect, and you will basically see this thing. And here you can basically inspect the style of any element. So let's just go down. This the hero top, and yeah, this one. So this, yeah, they have also used the H1 here, and where we can see the size here. So it's not showing here. Filter, font size SIZE font size. We can just like have okay, so it is 5.625 RAM. So this is the size they are using. Like RAM means REM. So REM is a unit. So we have so many units in CSS like pixel, VH, VW, RAM, EM. So these all are the units. Like it's like centimeter, millimeter. In the real world, in CSS, we use these units like pixels and all. So I'm just going to go with of let's say 5 RAM. So 5 RAMs right now it's 16 multiplied by 5. So that's actually the 5 RAM right now. You can change it, but like we don't want to, like let's just keep it like same. So 5 RAM and save it, and let's see to see the effects. So I have to save it here. Yeah, so now it's like a little huge, like it's so like really huge. Okay, so it's now almost same or little bigger. Let me just close this and close this. My laptop is lagging a lot today, so that's making this working with it very difficult. Let's just go with 4 RAM for now. So I just don't want to make it so bigger. Yeah, it's much better, much better, much better. And let's just target this content here. Okay, so let's just target this content here as well. So content, and I just want to give it a fixed width. Okay, so let's just give it a width of 50%. And we will just go through like what is this width is. Okay, so this is our width. So like this whole thing is our hero. Okay, this whole thing background, and inside this hero I have this content. So this is our content here. Okay, and inside this content I have my h1 here. So this is our h1, and I'm just giving this 50%. I think it's yeah, it's like 60% something. So let's just like have like guesses and all. So let's just go with 60%. And next thing I just want to do here is text align center. So I don't know what is happening, like text align center, and save it. Okay, so it's in the center now. So we make future developers. Okay, I think and we can also increase the line height. So line height is actually the space between two lines. So let's just increase the line height to let's say 10 pixel just to see the effects. It's too less, so let's just go with 2 RAM here. Right. You can just use any unit you want. So let's just go with 5 RAM. Okay, we make future developers. Okay, I think it's little bit bigger. So 4.5 RAM and line height to be 5.5 RAM. I think it was 5 initially. So like little hits and misses. So you can just go with like values you want to. It's too much now, so let's just go with 5.2. Hopefully it's gonna make sense. And I think I have little bit zoomed in as well. Okay, that's great. And I just want to make the font weight. So font weight is actually the thickness of your font. So let's just decrease it to 300. And let's see, so it's too less. Let's just go with 400, 600. So like this is the like worst part of coding. Like you have to make some guesses here. And line height is I think 7 RAM or something like that. Line, as you can see, line height is a lot. Let's just make it like 9 or something. Line height is really a lot here. Okay, that's great. And I can just increase it to 600. Okay, let's make it little same. And I can just remove the background color from here because we don't want this anymore. So like you can basically remove this background color. And future developers are in the same line. So that's because of like difference in the like right now we are not actually created the complete thing. So okay, future tab, and let's see what we make future tab. So it's looking good enough for me. Okay, we make future tab. So little bit difference in the sizes and all. You can just work with that. Okay, so yeah, like it's looking good enough for me. We are just going to fix that after some time. We are just going to fix that. I think line height is I have to decrease the line height to 8 and font to 5. Okay, let's just stick with it for now. Okay, much better. And now let me just create this line. So okay, so this line is like very easy to create. So let's just target this one. So after this particular division, we have our paragraph. So let me just copy paste this whole stuff so we can, I don't want to write this by myself. So I'm just going to copy this and let's just increase its size and let's just create a paragraph. So obviously it's gonna be paragraph, like pretty sure it's a paragraph. So paragraph and just paste it here. Okay, so we make 7 like a join, yeah. So this is the total number of people, students we have on Let's Upgrade till now. And let's just make it here. Okay, and for the font family, I'm just going to make this font family global. So everything is going to have this particular font family. So I'm just going to write it here on the universal selector. So everything is going to have this font family. And I think I have to increase the little bit of thickness of this thing, so it's not looking exactly same. So let's just give it an ID as well. So there are so many ways to target it now. Like there is one like child selector as well. So I'm just going to show you a glimpse of child selector, how it works. So just put a content. So by the way, you can just stick with any simple selector. So it's basically a child selector. And let's just go over here and I need to decrease the size a bit and let's just increase the font weight. Okay, I think it's looking exactly same. Almost. Yeah, almost. And what is the zoom level here? Let me make it 100%. Yeah. So because of that sticky key, it is basically getting fixed. Okay, so I think it's looking good enough. Yeah, it's looking good enough. We can basically increase the size. Sizes is the only thing which is not matching right now. So we can work with our sizes and all. We can just work on that. Right now, just we are focusing on creating this exact same layout. So I'm just going to put this thing here. So we'll only see this particular part. Okay, let's just increase the font to 1 point, let's say 3 rem. Oh, it's too much. Let's just go with 1.1. Okay, better. And let's just have a little bit of margin top as well. So because it's like no space here, and always have some spaces between your content, and we call that spaces white space. Like even though you can have color here, but we call them white space. So white space makes your like UI little like comfortable to look at. So if you see here, like we have less space here, so we have to increase that space. So I'm just going to give it a margin top of margin. I just want to have a little bit of margin on the top side. So let's just give it a margin of, let's say, 5 rem. Just open it. So this is what we are making. Okay, it's too much. Let's just go with 3. Okay, little better. And we can do a little more better now. Let me just make it 2. So 2 is gonna be almost it. Yeah. So now let's make this button right now. Yeah, we have to make this button start learning. So it's going to be very easy. Like it's going to be I think it's going to be the most difficult part for you, but it's super easy. So how to do this? Just after this, I'm just going to create a button as well. So just write here, button slash vu double ton. Okay. My laptop is not giving like is with me today. And let's just type start learning. Start LEA. Okay, so start learning and just save it. So and see we have if we have a button here, yeah, so we have this button and like it's super ugly right now. So somehow we have to make this like same as this one. So somehow we have to do this. So right now it's like it's not looking good enough. So we have to basically target this thing. So just let's just give it an ID as well. So ID of start learning BU BTN. So it's a very specific now BTN. So we cannot get confused with it. And just target this thing hash and just target this. Let's go over here. Okay, so it's have first of all it have little bit of margin top. Okay, okay, margin top and save it. So we'll have some margin top here. Let's just increase the zoom a bit. I think it's more than enough. Margin top, and after that I think I forgot to save it here. And after that let's have a background color. So background color is I think black, like it's pitch black. So just write here black. Save it. So it's black now. And after that I just want to give it a color. I think color is white. Obviously, like if the background is black, you have to like color white or some brighter color. So I just go with white now. So it's not looking that good now. And let's just increase the font size. So I just want to increase the font size now. So let's just go with font size of my best guess is it's 3 rem. Font size, it's 3 rem. Save it. Okay, close enough. Let's just go with 2.5 here. Okay, next. I just want to have little bit of padding here now. So because of the padding, it's not looking good. So padding, I think padding is the same on the all the directions. So let's just go with 1 rem for the padding. Okay, that's good enough. And I just want to have a border radius. So remember border radius, yesterday we covered that border radius. If you want to have the rounded edges, so let's just do border radius of 1 rem, something like that. I will just try like what 6 with us. So 5 or something, 4, like 4 is a lot. Okay, that's great. And I think I have to change the padding. So in the left and right padding is little more. So let me just go with 1.5 here and save it. Okay, so by the mistake I returned this in the wrong direction. So top to bottom I just want just 1 rem of padding, and left to right I just want to have little bit more padding. So you can specify padding on the each and a specific direction, but instead of that just you can just write the padding this one 1 rem. So padding like 1 rem on top to bottom direction, padding 1.8 rem on left and right direction. Yeah, and instead of rem you can use pixels as well. Rams are easier to work with, so that's why I'm just sticking with this ram and all rem. By the way, you can just stick with anything that you like pixel for now. Like at this level you can just use any unit you want. And I think it's looking close enough. I'm not sure about the color. So color is, I think it's little darker in our case. So it's getting too dark here. So let's just try a different color. So I'm just going to put this thing and let's just check the color. What's the color here? So let's just do this. And I think color is this one. Save it. Okay, now it's little closer. It's not exactly black, it's little off black, like this much. Save it. Okay, little more dark. Let's just go and let's just make this little more darker here. Okay, let's just stick with it. Okay, now it's exactly same. I think I just need to decrease the font size a little bit more, or do I? Yeah, font size is a lot, so let's just go with 1.7 or something. Okay, that's good. So like we have successfully created till here. Like our web page is not looking exactly same, but we are on our way. So we are just going to make that now. Like I think only the sizes are not perfect. Rest of the main stuff is working right now. So like we have to increase, and here in the Let's Upgrade website, they have used the media query to decrease the size and all according to the screen width. So that's the only also a problem, but that's not the issue right now because we are targeting this page, and I think only the sizes are off, isn't it? So can you can you be shared? Yeah, this thing will be shared on the. And now let's just create this one, and we'll have a little bit of animation as here as well. So it's on the top now. So let's just, I think let's just create these cards first, and then we will have this flashing icon, and we will just add the animation here as well. So you are just going to learn about the animation as well. And before that, let me just increase it to 5.5, and let's just make in the at the top of this, I just want to have another division. Okay. And let me just give this division an ID of I think members. Member, spelling is wrong. Member. Okay, members. So it's actually, so how we are going to do this? How we are going to create this stuff? So it's, how it's gonna work now. So it's actually just a division, and inside it we have just like, there are so many ways to do this, but we are just going to go with the easiest one. So you can just go with the nth child and all. So we are not going to do that, or like, so it's just a division. Inside this division we have 6 more divisions. Yeah, so these are the 6 more divisions, so spans to be exact, spans. So let's just write this number here first of all. So this is the division member, and inside this member we are going to have the span. So span is an inline element, so it won't start from the new line. So it's just going to be like stay there. So let me just make it. I'll just show you how, if I just convert this span into the div, then what is the problem we are going to face. So inside first span we have 7, then we have 1, then we have 0, again 7, 0, 7, then 0, 4. Like it's a huge number by the way. Yeah, and let's see what we are getting on a screen. Yeah, so we have a number here like 7001. Like it's not looking exactly the same, but we have a number here. See, we have a number. So if I would have used division in the place of a span, then can you take a guess what would happen? So instead of this span, if I use divs, so what will happen? Just take a guess. So what is the reason? Can we use p tag like in the case of p phase as well? So what will happen if I'll just try type p here? So let me just show it to you. So instead of this span, if I'll just p, so p is a block element, isn't it? Paragraph is a block element, so it's just gonna make each number start from a new line. So all the numbers are going to start from a new line. See, as soon as I save it, see, every number is starting from a new line. So that's not we want, that's not we want. So that's why I just use a span, because span is not going to start from the new line, it's just going to stay there. Yeah, and after that I just want to add some class here. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here and just press control. So it's not typing, just give me a second. Okay, so control D okay, so it's not working as intended. So let me just type classes here. So I don't know why what is happening. So see, it's automatically working. Just give me a second. So it's getting fixed. My laptop is super hot right now. I just want to add the same class name for all of them. So we'll have a same class because the styling is same for all of them now. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, so class name. So class and class of, let's say, number. Yeah, and let's just copy this thing and just paste it everywhere. So number. Okay, so why classes? Because all of these numbers actually have the same styling, and I just don't want to like target each and everything again and again. So I just create a number class here. So let's just go down here and just make a class of number, class of number, and let's just style it. So I'm just going to do the styling here, not right now. Okay, and see, we have to target this. So first of all, so I'm just going to do the styling and we will see side by side what is the effect we are getting. So number, and let's just give it a width. Let's say width of, first of all, let's just give it a background color and all. So that's the first thing. So let's have a background color of black and the color of white. And after that, we will like see what is the color which is more exact to it, like more accurate. So first of all, let's just go with the rough colors, black as the background and color white. Okay, class, and I think, okay, so right now see the background is black and all, and I just want to have the margin left and right direction. So if you see on the original website, so it is all the numbers are having like margin on the left and right direction. So you can just go with margin inline, or you can just specify margin left and margin right. So I just don't want to do that, so I margin inline here, and I think the margin is not that much. So let's just go with 10 pixels and let's see. Okay, that's great. Okay, and let's just grab this members as well. Okay, just grab this members as well. So it's ID of members. So members is actually the container which is actually which is actually containing these all numbers here. So this members, and in here I just want to give it a display flex. First of all, just make it display flex, display of flex here. Yep. And next thing I just want to make it justify intent center and align intent center. So everything in the center. Then let's just give it a fixed width. So width of, let's say, 300 pixels for now. I'm just taking my best guess. And let's have background color as well. So we can see that what we are targeting. So this is the first thing you always have to do. Always give a background color to the thing that you are actually styling right now. So it will be easier for you to see. So we generally go with the red one. So see, this is the stuff we are targeting right now. We are just targeting this stuff. And here also. So I think it's not in the center. The content. Where is the content? Here. Text align center. And I just want to make the justify content center as well. Justify content center and give it a display of flex. So I'll just come back to this part, like what I have done here. Okay, and I think it's changed a little bit. So now we are having this start button like at the fullest width we have here. And what is the content now? So let me just grab it and let's just give it a background color of red. So if अगर laptop सही चल रहा होता तो बहुत जल्दी हो जाता है. Yeah, so this is the content we are targeting. So this is we are creating right now. So I just want to go here. So this is our content, like this is our content. Inside this we have this thing here, ID members, and I think spelling is correct. Yeah, ID members, spelling is correct. And I just want to make it align it as center and align self as well, the center. So everything I just want to be in the center. Yeah, so it's in the center right now. So always do this, it's gonna make your life super easy. Let's have a width for this button as well. So where is this button? So we haven't specified any width here, so that's why it's taking up the whole width. And so let's just go with 40% or something like that. Let's have fixed width of 2 pixels. Not let's just increase it a little bit, so 3. Okay, that's nice. And let's just make it align cell. Align cell, I just want to make it in the center, so like that's simple align cell. Or you can just go with margin left and right auto, like see other, there are so many ways to make a thing in the center. Okay, that's great. And now next thing I just want we were creating this element, the top one. So let's just go in the members. So where is the members? Member hero. Yeah, here we have a member. And justify content, I just want to make them space between, so they will have the maximum space in between of them. Okay, here we have it. So why it's basically now it's, if it is display flex, we can basically go with the any tag here right now. So like if we are using the display flex, so we don't use to Now we don't have to use the span and all. I can just go with a div and all. So div or paragraph will all is going to work fine. So paragraph here. Okay, so not that much. So let me just have a look. I think there's a problem here. So see, and save it, and I save here well, and I think the whole styling like वो सभी हिल गया. Just give me 1 second. I have to. Let me just fix it in a minute. So let's just remove it. First of all, it's just showing the update late as well. So this is one of the problem. Okay, now it's fixed. So I don't know what happened. So that's not like a code problem. First of all, inside this. Okay, is the divisions closed perfectly? So it started here and close here. Yeah. So see, these divisions don't have any closing tag. See, so that was the problem. So they didn't have any closing tag. So that was the problem. Div isn't closed. Yeah. Thanks for noticing. By the way, you are a little late. No worries. Close them. Close them. Close it. And close it as well. Let me just remove this one. This, this, and this. And just save it. Let's go over here. Okay, so that's little better. And number. So let's just give them a width of 10 pixels. Let's just increase the width to, let's say, 30. Okay, that's great. And next thing, I just want to make them space between them. So yeah, and this is the width. Okay, now I can just remove this one. I just don't want to have this. And let's just remove the red color as well. So this red as well. And let's see what was the original design. So we have to go through that original design first of all. So let's just go through. Okay, so they are having a square box, and inside the square box with little bit of roundness. So let's just create that. So where's numbers? Yeah. So I think it's 50 width and 50 as the height. HIGST has a height, and GHT here, and border radius. So border radius, not box sizing. Border radius. Like my hands are faster than my laptop right now. Border radius 50% is just going to make it a circle. So let's see how it's going to look. Like if it's going to look good, we are just going to stick with this. Okay, so not that much. It's not looking that good. So it's just going to make it a circle. And margin inline. So let's just first of all, I just want to make the content in the center. So let's just do a like oldest trick, justify content center and align item center, and we will make this thing as a display of flex. So like I use this one a lot, and also like right now we know this is the only way to put the content in the center. And let me just increase the width to 60, and let's just decrease the border radius to 10 pixels only. Height and width. Okay, so I have to increase the width to, let's say, width of 100. And members and align self center. I think width is not perfect, so we have to increase the width to 150 or something like that. And let's just increase it to 600. Okay, so it's too much. Let's just go with 500. It's like hit and try. So like right now we are just guessing our best guess, like what would be the sizes and all. So right now we are just guessing. So let's just make it 70 or 70. And afterward you can just convert them according to like whatever feel good. So right now I'm just going to play with some random numbers. So yep, they are good enough, but they are not exactly same what we actually want. So do we have any padding here? No, we don't have any padding here. And first of all, let me just increase the font size and font weight. First of all, font weight to 600, so they will look little thicker. Okay, now they are, and let's just decrease it to 20 and 20. So it is small. Let's just go with 40 and 40. Let's see. Okay, let's just remove the margin inline first of all. Now we don't want that margin inline because we have that thing. Make it 500, make it 300. So I'm just decreasing size of the member. No, I was just decreasing the size of the member. Okay, that's good enough. I think I can increase the size little more to 50 or 45. And let's just increase the font size as well. So it's a little smaller here. So let's just increase the font size a little bit more and it's gonna look fine. You can just like it's not looking exactly same, but it's looking good enough. So font size to 1 rem. Let's see how it's gonna come out. And after that, we will target that flashing icon. Okay, that's good. We can increase the size little bit more. So let's say 1.4. Or we can just, yeah, now it's much more better. Like I'm just referring to this thing. I'm just going to refer to this thing. I think the members of, see, it increased. It's now 1.8. Like when we started, it was 0.4. So they are increasing like constantly. Okay, now let's move to that flashing icon. Like we now have to create this flashing icon. So like creating this thing is going to be very simple. So we basically have to add that animation here. We'll add that animation as well. So I'm just going to put this thing here. So obviously it's going to be a paragraph. Like you can just go with paragraph, expand whatever you want to. But like always use the perfect tag. So what is the reason now? Always use perfect tag to describe something so that your website will get a higher score on the Google search. So like if you have used the correct tag, so right now we haven't used the semantic tags and all. We are just using divs and divs. You could have used something called semantic tags, and they would have made your website little bit more reachable. And here we are not targeting na Let's Upgrade. We are not a competitor of Let's Upgrade, so that's why I don't want to get a higher rank than them. Okay, so see, we just got our live community membership icon here. It's not like as we wanted it to be. So let's just target it and let me just give it an idea of flash here. And only thing we have to change it here is the like font weight and height and width and all. So just grab it by the ID of flash, and I think the font weight is little, see, the font weight is like at the lowest, thinner. So font, let's just customize this to our preferences now. So I'm just going to make it 500. Let's just increase the font size to 1.2 rem. Why it's not showing its effect. Flash and flash here, everything is good now. And I think I have to increase its font to let's say 1.7. It's isn't it updating or not? Like see, it's not even changing. But we have selected the like perfect thing like ID flash and ID flash. Let's have a background color. So like always have a background color whenever you're targeting something. So it's gonna make your life little more easier to work with. So let's have a background color so that we can see like if we are targeting the perfect thing or not. So right. Yep, so we are actually. So let me just decrease it to 300. Let's just increase the font to 2.7. Okay, and font size, font weight. I think the font is not increasing. Na? If I'll just go with let's say 5 rem. Font size 5 rem. Can you see the problem? Like we are going good. Like I don't feel like any problem in the code. Let's just convert it to something else. Like instead of on the P, let's just stick with the span. But the span will basically, yep. So I think there was a problem with the paragraph. So maybe somewhere we have written some code because of that. So I think it's 1.4 rem. Can we use the blink tag? I think there is no blink tag first of all. So like there is no blink tag here. So obviously we cannot use that blink tag. We can add the animation. So like we have basically created it and I just want to have little bit of margin bottom here. So let's just type here like margin bottom. So I haven't used any property that we haven't covered in the syllabus. So like you can just go through the from day 1 to day 4 and you can easily find all the properties I'm using right now. So like none of the thing here I'm using is any new. Okay, so now we have to make this thing flash. To flash, we are just going to use a new property that I'm going to explain. So there's we can basically have animations just by CSS. First of all, for that, like it's going to be a little tricky. Like animation is a little like a topic. It's often of its own. So how we create an animation? To create an animation, just go like anywhere and just type keyframes. Okay, and here you can basically mention any name. So I'm just going to write let's flash. So I'm just going with a name of flash. You can write anything like flash, blink. So let me just go with blink here. So it's just our name. Now it's not like it's gonna be fixed. So write keyframes at the rate keyframes and write the name of your animation. And after that, you can basically mention like what is like your animation is like a movie. Okay, it's like a movie. So like a movie can start. It's like a journey. So from here to here. Suppose if you want to go from a place A to B. Okay, so let me just explain you what is an animation first of all. So animation is nothing but you want to go from a point A to B, and during this journey, what you are doing, like in between of this journey, if you are jumping, if you're laughing, so this is the animation. Okay, and starting point we call it as the 0%, and the ending point we call as the 100%. Yeah, so from 0% to 100%, what all the things that you are doing is actually the animation. So from 0 to 1, like from 0% to the 100%, whatever you are like you're walking, running, so this is actually the animation. Let me just show it to you. So in this animation at the 0%, like at the 0%, let me just write here, let's 0%. First should start writing first of all. Okay, see at the 0%, I just want my opacity to be 0. So what does it means? Opacity means the darkness. So I just want it the darkness of this particular thing to be 0. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll just use it, but let's just go with the animation. So I haven't used any blink tag. I'll just go through that. Like Faz is saying, there's a tag called blink. So let's just see. Like obviously we can use it, but like having an animation is little bit more fun. Like animation is more customizable. So I think it's not working. See, blink is not working. Like I have entered blink. Yeah. So I don't feel like there's blink tag, or maybe it could be like I just see it now afterwards. There's a tag called blink. Yeah, friends, I will just go through it. So yeah, so at my 0%, I want my opacity to be 0. Yep. And at my 100%, so you can just write say at 50%, like in between of your journey, you want it to be opacity 1, and after that at the destination you want your opacity to be 0. You can write any CSS property here, by the way. So I'll just also add some more properties so that you can see it. So right now I'm just using a simple animation, very simple animation. At the 0%, make opacity 0, so you won't be able to see that. At 50% of my journey, make my like that thing opacity 1, so you will be able to see that element. And at the 100%, like at the end of your journey, make that thing again 0%, so you won't be able to see that. So you have basically created your animation. Now we have to use this animation. To use this animation, just go anywhere. Like suppose I want to use my animation for this flash. Okay, suppose if you want to use your animation for this number, so just go over here and type animation, and here you basically have to mention some properties. So first is the name. So first is the name of your animation. So it's going to be flash. So sorry, blink. So blink is the animation that I want to use here. Okay, blink is the animation that I want to use. What is the duration of your animation? Like what is the duration of your journey from getting 0 to 100%? What is your what is the time it's going to take? So I'm just mentioning it here. It is going to be 1 second. And for how long if you want to repeat this animation? So I'm just going to write here, let's say infinity. So like it's going to repeat this journey again and again forever. And let's see what we ended up with. So let me just minimize it, and let's just put this here and this here. See, so we have our animation here, so it's blinking. See, it's blinking. So that is how, like, that's very easy. And if you want to use this animation somewhere else, like suppose I just want to use this animation for this title here, so just go at this title. So yeah, this title, just type here animate animation animation name. So the animation name is blink. So you can create as many animations you want. Duration, so duration is going to be 1 second, and duration infinity. So see, it's also going to blink, so it is also blinking. So like that's all about the animation. And if you want to, like, you can basically add any property you want. So why don't we just add one more animation for these numbers and all. So let's just go over here, let's just create one more animation like jump or something like that. So add keyframe, okay, keyframe, and let's just create animation, a jump, like I'm just trying my best. Or let's say back flash or background color changing, anything like that. So let's just go with the background. Yeah, so background color is going to change in this animation. So at 0%, at 0%, I want my background color to be, so at 0%, I just want my background color to be black, and my color to be white. Okay, let's just go with this one. Okay, and here at 50%, I want my background to be this of this color, and a color of this dark. And after that, this one, you can add as many steps you want, like at 25% what you want to do, at 50%, 60%, you can just add more values to make your animation smoother. And let's just add a border as well. So I'm going to add the border as well. So like border of 1 pixel, solid black. Okay, let's just go with this some another color. So let's just go with this red one. So at 0%, my border will be this. At 100%, my border is going to be of the same. And at 50%, let's just change the border to, let's say, black. Okay, right. And we have just created our animation. So by the way, animation is a completely a topic of its own. So it's going to take up a lot of time. So I just tried my best to cover this thing as like in shortest period of time. So I just want to add the animation for the number class. So animation, name of your animation, I think it's background or back something. I think it was the back, Yep, it's back. Okay, duration for your animation, so like 1, and this is the timing function. You can just use it or you can just skip it. So it's like how your animation is gonna play. So it's faster in the starting, then slower and all. So if you just want to do that, you can also do that. Okay, so see, we have animation here. Okay, it's looking good enough. Let me just increase the timing little bit more to, let's say, 5 seconds. So it's gonna be slow now, like it's too slow. Okay, so this is how you can create your animation. So if you want, you can just add like you can create your animations, like it's completely upon you, Sheikh. Like it's you can create on your own animation. So it's a custom animation, yeah. So that is all. So I think we have done a pretty good job in 1 hour, and with my shitty laptop. So I just tried my best to clone that thing. If like the laptop sahi chal raha hota, so we could have created more. So this is the final result we have created. So this one, and I think it's looking good enough. Yes, you can just play with around. I'm pretty sure that you can create more than this. Yeah, like opacity 0 1%. Yes, as exactly. So you can create your animation. You can just have different values at different stages of your journey. So as I told you now, so animation is a journey from 0% to 100%, from 0% to 100%. And what you do, like at what you are going to do at 10%, at 20%, at 50%, so that's your animation is. So that is your animation. So it's now your on your imagination. You can basically you can just add more CSS properties. So any CSS property will work. Okay, you just type @keyframe and you can create your own animation. You can create give it any name, and you can just work with it. Okay, So I think that's it about the session. And just tell me how good we did, like in 1 hour. So like it's good enough. And if you liked this, and that's just the glimpse, like we have just started. So we have a like if it's an animation, like we have so huge journey to complete. And if you just want to take a part in our journey, like you can obviously visit our official website, not this one. So you can just visit our website, Let's Upgrade, and here you will find the two courses as I was telling you since day one. So these two are our flagship courses. So there we are just going to cover everything from very scratch to very advanced. So like there we don't have any time limit, and the story is little different in a proper session. So just click here on the start learning, and you will see our two courses here, web development and the data science. Just click on the enroll. We are just going to help you from like from beginning to like until you are going to get placed. So the course duration is 6 months, and we are going to cover like the whole complete course is basically project based. So we are going to create like 15 plus projects, and we are going to tell you how to crack the interviews and all. You will have one-to-one sessions, we'll have mentor sessions, so everything. Yeah, all the courses are job ready and 100% live. And if you just want to try us, you can also try our future dev subscription. It's just going to cost you like 400 rupees, and in the 400 rupees you are going to get like 2 months of subscription, in which you are going to get regular newsletters. You will get 8 certificates, um, and you are going to learn about GitHub, SEO, DSA, Java, JavaScript, blockchain, data visualization, responsive website, and a lot. Okay, so instead of like watching a movie, like right now movies are also not good enough. So like Bollywood movies तो देखने का मतलब ही नहीं है. तो इससे अच्छा like ये ले लो, and you can see me here like in the future app, or you can see me in the classes. And if you are going to, if you are planning to buy the full stack course, don't forget to use the coupon code SK10. So don't SK10, and you will get 10% off. Like the courses are like at a very reasonable price, and still you are getting 10% off. Okay, I think that's it. So my coupon code is SK10. Yeah, don't forget to use it. So like so that I can know like you watched my stream. Okay, so that's it, and I'll see you like after some time. And that was a great journey. Bye bye. Take care.